I'm frugal, and perhaps you are too. You're looking for a red dot sight to put on your plinking gun, but you don't want to spend a ton of money. In this video, we're looking at the feature-packed red dot from Toney, the Toney T30. As a content creator, we get a ton of requests, especially from smaller companies, to take a look at their items, and while it's certainly not as fun or as sexy as looking at some new optic from Loophole or HoloSun, not everyone also has a Loophole or a HoloSun budget, especially when we're talking about optics and accessories for our plinking guns, which we shoot for fun. When Toney reached out to me to take a look at this red dot, I said, why not? Especially since this looks like a copy of another well-established product. What some people may not realize is that over the years, many established American brands took their production overseas in order to save on cost. And surprise, surprise, many of those designs either came off patent or were copied. At the same time, foreign manufacturers, they were able to increase their technological skills to the point that right now you can get very high quality optics and other accessories manufactured in places such as China and the Philippines. And thanks to that, you can now get a very nice red dot for the price of a few Starbucks strips. So let's take a look at the new T30 and whether it is right for you. The T30 is a pretty large red dot offering a large protected window and is made to mount to a Picatinny rail. This makes it predominantly for rifles and braced pistols, and you know what I mean by braced pistols. So you're generally not going to be putting in a handgun, you're looking at something like this. Now, for most pistols, it's definitely going to be a little bit wider, and it's also going to be a bit heavy. The main reason you'd consider this optic is going to be for the larger window. The majority of red dots are going to have a smaller circular window, and this definitely makes them smaller, and if you care about the weight of the firearm, it is why you consider them. With smaller windows, however, it's also much more difficult to catch the dot, or as we call hunting for the dot. With the larger window on the T30, you'll have a far easier time acquiring the dot, and newer shooters will certainly appreciate it. To turn the red dot on, there is a power button on the left hand side. Press it and it's going to turn on to the last brightness setting that you're on at the last time. Then the same button is going to cycle through 6 different power levels in the dot, and they're certainly varied enough to be good for both indoor and outdoor shootings, either in bright conditions or when it's dark out. Now, to turn it off, you simply press and hold the button for a couple of seconds, and it is going to turn off. Another selling point with this red dot is that you have a choice of 4 different dots or reticles, and you would switch them with this dial on the back. The first is a traditional red dot, and if you want the most precision, you have a 3 MOA dot here, which is on the smaller side and covers roughly a 3-inch area at 100 yards. This is what you would use for more precision-focused shooting. For quicker target acquisitions, you have three other reticle options. First, you're going to have a circle with a dot in the middle. Next, you have a crosshair with a dot in the middle. And then finally, you have a combination of the two, which is similar to what you find on the EOTech. The red dot is powered by 3 LR44 batteries, and the red dot comes with 2 sets of batteries included with it, which is awesome. Best of all, you do not need to remove the red dot to swap out the batteries. You simply unscrew this cap, and you would put the new batteries in there, and that's it. You don't need to remove it, unlike a lot of the other dots. To zero the red dot or to make adjustments, you would use an Allen wrench, and you have both the windage and elevation adjustments right here. The clicks are both audible and they're fairly tactile as well, certainly above the expectations for this price point. This is probably as close to tactical Timmy as I'm gonna get. There we go. So definitely a pretty cool red dot. It's really fun in a plinking gun, such as what we have here. A Thompson Center TCR-22 with the new Odinworks NAV-22 suppressor in an FAB stock for 1022. Not bad at all. One thing I did notice is, like, if you're facing direct, if the sun's coming directly from behind you, it is a little bit more difficult to see the red dot, but otherwise it is not bad at all. As I always say, it's not about whether the product is good or bad, but rather who is the product good for. With the Toney T30, this would not be an optic I put on a home defensive firearm. This would be, however, a great value for a plinking gun or for teaching someone new how to shoot, or just to have something as a spare. For the price and the features, it's very difficult to beat the value of this dot. This would also be a very low risk option for you to figure out whether you suffer from astigmatism and if red dot sights are fine with your vision problems or not. So that is the Toney T30 and what you need to know. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can find more information in the description below. As always, I appreciate you watching. Keep on squatting, and I'll see you in the next video linked up here.